Hello everyone, I'm Georgia Sweeting, Virtyt Telecom, and we're here at day one at Connected Britain, and I'm delighted to be joined by Virtyt Koshi, Senior Vice President of EMEA at Mavenir. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
No worries. So let's get straight into the questions. So Mavenir is a well-known leader in the Open RAN industry.
Thank you.
What do you think is the state of the Open RAN market at the moment, especially in Europe?
Well, obviously, Open RAN demand as well as deployments are growing, are accelerating. More and more we're seeing demands from many countries in Europe and outside Europe. There's been many trials, many live deployments, many live networks that do provide a service to customers from the United States to Europe, to Middle East, and also Asia Pac. So it's a growing demand, and we hope that this is going to start transforming the industry.
Yeah, thank you. And just with the existing vendor contracts expiring, do you think that the transition to standalone 5G is an opportunity for Open RAN?
Well, Open RAN brings opportunities today. Opportunities for Open RAN are magnified going forward because the current business models are not sustainable in the market. As we've seen, many businesses, including operators and business in the ecosystem in this industry, are not delivering return on investment that has been made. So what the industry needs and what the industry is asking for is a transformation. And if you were to launch 5G services, 5G standalone services, but the genuine ones, which means that increase in throughputs and decrease in delays, that will enable some new services. The current infrastructure is not sustainable. And in order to then have a viable business, then all the especially operators, they need to transform their infrastructure towards much more software-based infrastructure in order to address the cost issue, time-to-market issues, customer service issues, and many other things. So 5G standalone in itself is not necessarily a breaking point, but actually applications that are supposed to be served by 5G standalone will request transformation of businesses versus what exists today.
Thank you. And I just wanted to also talk to you about, do you think that Open RAN in the long term will become inevitable? Do you think it will become used a lot more widely?
So obviously market forces will dictate not only for Open RAN, but for everything else. How does the industry going to look like going forward? What are the new concepts, the new technologies, and what are the drivers for those?
Yeah.
So I'm personally very optimistic because what we talk a lot about these days, and it's unavoidable, is artificial intelligence. And if you have artificial intelligence, that's very computing incentive.
Yeah.
If you have applications which are compute intensive, there is no way you can run it with the current infrastructure.
Yeah.
And the infrastructure that is required is very much data center based. And when you have a data center base, that means that there have to be software-based solutions. And when you have software-based solutions, they have to be open. They have to be open, as we call the industry, both southbound and northbound. Therefore, I cannot see any other solutions going forward that will bring the genuine benefits of artificial intelligence and new concepts going forward, apart from having open networks, open systems, and that also includes Open RAN as well in all of that. Otherwise, there won't be innovation. We'll be just repeating same thing going forward as we have today.
Thank you. And a big talking point at Connected Britain is fixed and mobile network convergence. Could you talk a little bit about the challenge behind this?
So obviously you have customers who use both broadband services in fixed locations, as well as why they going out and about with the facilities of mobility as well. And ideally, what they wanna experience is ubiquitous consumption and ubiquitous experience as well. And I can count myself in moving from Central London, for example, and going back home. It's maybe about an hour on the train, and I would like to continue watching the tennis match or the football match, on the train, and then pick it up at home. Of course, much higher screen and better quality. So there are use cases for that too, and these are pretty good in terms of offerings in the UK with applications like Netflix and Prime and even Sky and ITV and so on, BBC. They all enables you to consume the content while you're mobile as well. The challenges then becomes when you try and find the synergy between the two, because obviously it's costly to maintain both. What applications can converge? And as we mentioned, one of these over-the-top applications, like everything we use today, WhatsApp of this world, or Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and so on. We get used to that sort of a customer experience, and that needs to be sustained. Now, the underlying infrastructure gets much more complex. Then the other supporting IT infrastructure is even more complex. Then you need to know how to charge, how to build, you need to consolidate all that. So it does become a bit of a engineering challenge, and therefore these engineering solutions, as well as complexity of programs, is rather on a higher side, and therefore the expertise required to enable all that transformation in order to ultimately have that return on the investment that was made in the first place.
Yeah, definitely. And then I just wanted to talk about Mavenir, looking ahead to the future. In your next 6 months to a year, what's coming up for you guys?
So Mavenir started as a new vendor in end-to-end about 6-7 years ago. We were known for messaging and maybe for some voice applications. Today we have the full portfolio. We are considered tier one. We have managed to be the winner, or at least top two, in every single tender we participated last 3 years. And we have a phenomenal pipeline of opportunities, of customers. And because now we are tier one vendor, considered strategic vendor with the tier one operators like Vodafone, like Deutsche Telecom, like Telefonica, like Turkcell, like Saudi Telecom, like Verizon, and so on. We are very positive that actually the growth is going to continue. We will continue providing superior solutions to everything that exists in the market. And we also really are striving to enable industry transformation that is overdue, I would say, until now. So very positive about the Mavenir over the next 6 to 12 months. And
Exciting.
forward.
Yeah, exciting times ahead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
No, anytime, Georgia, for yourself and for the total telecom and the parent companies as well.
Thank you. Thanks very much.